What comes to your mind hearing the word champion? Winner, success, or excellence? Being a champion must accomplish many things. Set a goal, make a timetable, keep practicing, and choose high-quality educational institutions producing a champion. Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta is a champion campus. Kampusnya generasi juara. Our dream to contribute to the nation carries the values of three ciri, three characteristics consisting of pioneering, patriotism, and independence. Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta, often called as UTP Surakarta, has three campuses. The first campus is the main building for administrative and public services and the Faculty of Agriculture. The second campus houses the Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, and Faculty of Economics and Business. To support the learning process, we also have a library and laboratories with various facilities. With the international standards, the sports and art building of Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta was chosen as one of the venues for 11th ASEAN Para Games 2022. The third campus serves as a venue for student practice lectures and a hub for non-lecture activities. There are 4 faculties and 13 study programs. Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Agriculture, Faculty of Economics and Business, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education. Diploma of Aircraft Maintenance Technology and Diploma of Applied Smart City Information Systems are vocational programs under the Faculty of Engineering, and postgraduate program in Physical Education. Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta also provides a forum for students to channel their interests and talents through various student activity units. The generations of Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta champions has been proven by many achievements in sports, engineering, economics, and business as well as agriculture. To promote Merdeka Belajar Kampus Merdeka, the Independent Campus Freedom to Learn program, Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta has collaborated with more than 50 national and international partners in education, government, private sector, and organization. Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta has produced many outstanding graduates who have proven to be the champion generation throughout Indonesia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Winarti, Rektor UTP Surakarta. UTP sebagai salah satu institusi pendidikan dengan tagline Kampus Juara, senantiasa aktif mendorong mahasiswa untuk mengikuti kejuaraan di tingkat nasional maupun internasional. Hal ini telah dibuktikan dengan memenangkan berbagai kejuaraan, baik di bidang olahraga, teknik, ekonomi dan bisnis, serta pertanian. UTP memiliki slogan Program Belajar Tepat Waktu. Program ini bertujuan untuk memotivasi mahasiswa agar dapat menyelesaikan kuliah tepat waktu di bawah bimbingan para dosen yang handal dan berpengalaman, serta dilengkapi dengan sarana prasarana akademik yang memadai. Kami persiapkan lulusan yang kompeten, kompetitif, dan berkarakter sebagai tunas-tunas pembangunan bangsa. Jadilah generasi juara bersama UTP Surakarta. UTP Juara.
The spirit of Java describes how Solo has evolved into a dynamic city that is forward-thinking in all fields, including education. As one of the best private universities in Solo, Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta has a commitment to educate the nation as well as to develop champions' educations and character. Have you ever imagined yourself as a future champion? Be a champion with Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Selamat pagi, Mabuhay, Sawadika, good morning, distinguished guests and participants. We welcome to the Honorable Rector, Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta, Profesor Dr. Winarti, Master of Science, the Honorable Vice Rector 1, Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta, Dr. Insinyur Suswadi, Master of Science, the Honorable Vice Rector 2, Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta, Dr. Teguh Santoso, Master of Education, the Honorable Vice Rector 3, Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta, Dr. Nurudin Priyabudi Santoso, Master of Sport, and the Honorable Guest Speakers, Ms. Duria Amata Vivat, from Center Director of the CIMEO Regional Center for Sufficiency Economy Philosophy for Sustainability, Dr. Sulistianing Tias Budiana from Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta, Indonesia, Mr. Muhammad Zamri bin Jamaluddin from Sultan Idris Shah Polytechnic, Malaysia, Professor Victoria Malaya from Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University, Philippines, and Ms. Waiwali Waichimpli Nakhon Ratchasima Rajapat University, Thailand, and the representative of Rikolto. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand opening of the International Conference on Economy, Education, Technology and Environment in collaboration with Sultan Idris Shah Polytechnic, Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University, and Nakhon Ratchasima Rajapat University. We are greatly appreciate to having you here today, spend your time, and I am Diah Nur Hidayati as a moderator of this event. Before we proceed, let me review the guideline and the rules of today's conference. First, please keep your Zoom on mute mode during session to avoid disruption. Second, don't forget to engage actively in discussion and Q&A session. And then, respect and embrace the diversity of opinions and ideas. And don't forget to use your virtual background. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the main agenda, this conference is divided into several parts. The first one is singing Indonesian national anthem and also Asian S1. And the second one is watching video profile from Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta. And the third one is opening remark from Rector Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta. And the main agenda is the presentation of the keynote speaker and plenary speaker, followed by the parallel session. And the last one is a parallel session. And to begin this event, I invite everyone to rise as we pay our respect to the region and its spirit of unity by singing the Indonesian national anthem and also Asian S1. Please be rise.
ASEAN way is caring. ASEAN way is sharing. No matter the distance between us, ASEAN still unites as one. Friendship still holds our hearts tight to keep us fight as one. No harm can defeat us, no pain can frighten us, since we are always one.
Harmony is what we believe in. No one will be left behind. So we can fly as one, blow our love to the sky. Since we are always one.
Let's share our spirits to heal the world. Let our consonants speak out loud. Let the light from the east shine through the clouds. ASEAN still unites as one. Let's share our spirits to heal the world. Let our consonants speak out loud. Let the light from the east shine through the clouds. ASEAN still unites as one. Let's share our spirits to heal the world. Let our consonants speak out loud. Let the light from the east shine through the clouds. ASEAN still unites as one. Let's share our spirits to heal the world. Let our consonants speak out loud. Let the light from the east shine through the clouds. ASEAN still unites as one. ASEAN still unites as one. As it is caring, as it is sharing, ASEAN still unites as one. As it is caring, as it is sharing, ASEAN still unites as one. As it is caring, as it is sharing, ASEAN still unites as one.
Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a proverb, out of sight, out of mind. In bahasa Indonesia, tak kenal maka tak sayang. So, ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to watch video profile from Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta.
What comes to your mind hearing the word champion? Winner, success, or excellence? Being a champion must accomplish many things. Set a goal, make a timetable, keep practicing, and choose high-quality educational institutions producing a champion. Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta is a champion campus. Kampusnya generasi juara. Our dream to contribute to the nation carries the values of three ciri, three characteristics consisting of pioneering, patriotism, and independence. Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta, often called as UTP Surakarta, has three campuses. The first campus is the main building for administrative and public services and the Faculty of Agriculture. The second campus houses the Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, and Faculty of Economics and Business. To support the learning process, we also have a library and laboratories with various facilities. With the international standards, the sports and art building of Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta was chosen as one of the venues for 11th ASEAN Para Games 2022. The third campus serves as a venue for student practice lectures and a hub for non-lecture activities. There are 4 faculties and 13 study programs. Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Agriculture, Faculty of Economics and Business, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education. Diploma 3 of Aircraft Maintenance Technology and Diploma of Applied Smart City Information Systems are vocational programs under the Faculty of Engineering. And postgraduate program in physical education. Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta also provides a forum for students to channel their interests and talents through various student activity units. The generations of Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta champions has been proven by many achievements in sports, engineering, economics, and business as well as agriculture. To promote Merdeka Belajar Kampus Merdeka, the Independent Campus Freedom to Learn program, Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta has collaborated with more than 50 national and international partners in education, government, private sector, and organization. Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta has produced many outstanding graduates who have proven to be the champion generation throughout Indonesia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Winarti, Rektor UTP Surakarta. UTP sebagai salah satu institusi pendidikan dengan tagline Kampus Juara, senantiasa aktif mendorong mahasiswa untuk mengikuti kejuaraan di tingkat nasional maupun internasional. Hal ini telah dibuktikan dengan memenangkan berbagai kejuaraan, baik di bidang olahraga, teknik, ekonomi dan bisnis, serta pertanian. UTP memiliki slogan Program Belajar Tepat Waktu. Program ini bertujuan untuk memotivasi mahasiswa agar dapat menyelesaikan kuliah tepat waktu di bawah bimbingan para dosen yang handal dan berpengalaman, serta dilengkapi dengan sarana prasarana akademik yang memadai. Kami persiapkan lulusan yang kompeten, kompetitif, dan berkarakter sebagai tunas-tunas pembangunan bangsa. Jadilah generasi juara bersama UTP Surakarta. UTP Juara.
The spirit of Java describes how Solo has evolved into a dynamic city that is forward-thinking in all fields, including education. As one of the best private universities in Solo, Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta has a commitment to educate the nation as well as to develop champions' educations and character. Have you ever imagined yourself as a future champion? Be a champion with Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are also have a privilege to have a message from our rector, Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta, Profesor Dr. Winarti, Master of Science. The screen is yours.
Bismillahirrohmanirrohim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, scholar, researcher, and participant from around the world. A very warm welcome to the International Conference on Economy, Education, Technology, and Environment, hosted by Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta. It is my privilege and honor to stand before you today as we gather to address some of the most critical challenges facing humanity and the pursuit of sustainable development goal. The Sustainable Development Goal represent a global call to action, urging us to eradicate poverty, promote sustainable development, and ensure a prosperous and equitable future for all. Our institution, Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta, with our faculties, education, engineering, agriculture, and economics, stand firmly dedication to contributing to the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goal. The Faculty of Education empowers students to become agents of change through inclusive and quality education. The Faculty of Engineering leads in technological innovation for sustainable energy and infrastructure development. The Faculty of Agriculture focus on food security and sustainable farming practice. Meanwhile, the Faculty of Economic contribute to promote sustainable business practice and reducing inequality. This faculty unit in the commitment to multidisciplinary approach, recognizing the need for comprehensive solution to global challenge. With each passing day, we witness two profound impacts of economic, technological, and environmental change on our society. As we enter the era of the 5.0 society, we recognize that the challenges before us are not isolated but interconnected, requiring interdisciplinary effort and collaborative solution. The momentous event brings together mind and heart dedicated to our planet. We must remember that we are not just individuals representing academic institution, but united agent of positive change, committed to addressing global issues that transcend borders and boundaries. I express my deepest gratitude to each one of you for being part of this conference. Your presence and contribution give the spirit of hope that we can build a world where prosperity, equity, and sustainability drive hand in hand. Let us embark on this journey together, guided by the conviction that knowledge, comprehension, and innovation hold the key to brighter future for all. Let us commerce that international conference on economic, education, technology, and environment with a collective determination to make an lasting difference. May the conference be fruitful, inspiring, and transformating for all. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you for those inspiring words. We are truly honored by the support throughout this conference. Okay, thank you very much for those inspiring words. We are truly honored by the support throughout this conference. And ladies and gentlemen, we do apologize because there is a technical issues here. Yeah, this is the technology actually may connect us to be closer even we are in different group, but the technology also have its own challenge. Yeah. Well, over the next 2 days, the International Conference on Economy, Education, Technology, and Environment will bring together brilliant minds Okay, ladies and gentlemen, over the 2 days, the International Conference on Economy, Education, Technology, and Environment will bring together brilliant minds and also innovation to explore crucial topics that impact our economic, educational system, and technological advancement. So before we dive into the keynote address, I would like to extend our appreciation to the organizing committee for their dedication in bringing this gathering of mine possible. Ladies and gentlemen, we also inform you that this conference also air on our YouTube, UTP Surakarta. Before we start the keynote speaker, once again, I will remind that Q&A session will be held after the presentation of the keynote speaker. So if you have a question, please click the raise hand mode, or you may also write your question on Zoom chat box. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is my honor to introduce our keynote speaker for today, Ms. Duria Amata Vivat. Ms. Duria is currently Director of Simeo Regional Center for Sufficiency Economy, Philosophy for Sustainability, based in Bangkok, Thailand. At the same time, she also served as special advisor to the Ministry of Education of Thailand at the Thai National Commission for UNESCO. Prior to this, she also served as Deputy Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education, Secretary General of the Thai National Commission for UNESCO, Inspector General and Director General of Regional Education Office in region, and also the Ministry of Education of Thailand. The title of the presentation of Ms. Duria today is Education in Society. Ms. Duria, the screen is yours.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the kind introduction. And let me first express my sincere gratitude to and appreciation to the Rector of Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta, Indonesia. Can I also share the screen?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And to the partner for organizing this event and inviting the CMO as part of this important event. I believe that this conference, international conference, is significant and timely, as we can see the impacts of emerging global challenges that have forced us to think of how to prepare young generation to live happily when they grow up. I don't know if you can see the screen.
Okay,
I can
share
see,
your
yeah.
screen.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm also honored to represent the CMO to join this event, as I'm aware that some of you might not be familiar with the organization. So therefore, I would like to briefly introduce the organization and the role of the organization in contributing to education cooperation in the region. So,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Can you see the screen now?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Let me check further. I think that it's still simple. The host cannot allow me to share the screen.
Okay. Wait a second. Okay, you may
Well,
join
anyway,
once.
I can just continue my presentation while waiting for the host to allow me to share the screen.
Okay, you now can share your screen.
Yes, right now, yes. Okay. So I would like to start by just briefly introduce the organization so that if you are not familiar with the organization, you might have some kind of, perception on how Simeo could contribute to the education development in the region. So the Simeo is a regional organization aiming at strengthening the cooperation of member countries in education, culture, and science, with the optimal goal of living together in peaceful and sustainable region. The coverage of the Simeo cooperation is covering 11 countries, 10 countries in ASEAN plus Timor-Leste. And this is what we call Southeast Asian country member countries. And Simeo has established 26 regional centers as implementing arms, or what we call excellent centers, to drive collaboration activities and projects. Culture. As for Simeo, we are here as part of the education cluster. And we highlight the promotion of the integration of sufficiency, economy philosophy for sustainability through education process. And this center was very new. It has been established 3 years ago, but I will elaborate more on the concept of the sufficiency economy philosophy later. Now, let me draw your attention to the SDGs. Looking back at the global level, we have already set our common goals together until 2030. I'm sure that many of you are familiar with this slide. As you may know, that the United Nations has laid out the Sustainable Development Goals, where the world agreed on what it would take to end extreme poverty, reduce inequality, and protect the planet by 2030. The framework of the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, provides measurable and meaningful milestones that we can track our action against in order to build sustainable futures for our young generations. And this requires more collaborative actions from various actors to drive cross-disciplinary projects and enable member countries to achieve SDGs. Currently, many countries have been putting strong efforts to redesigning their education ecosystem in response to the post-new normal situations. The crisis during the past few years only confirms inequality in the societies. With regard to education, we have highlighted a transformation of education system in order to overcome current and potential challenges that our citizens have coped and will have to cope with in the next future. So at this point, even though education has its own goals separately in goal 4, but when it comes to education, I would say that education relates to all the 17 goals. So traditional education systems are not relevant to the new normal ways of living, as skills need to be upgraded and new ways of learning needed to be oriented. Many threats call for collective responses, such as developing resiliency in the face of post-new normal era, changing weather patterns, environmental degradation, and hazards that move across country. So at this point, we can see that if we don't transform education, perhaps the achievement of SDG by 2030 would be very likely impossible, or we cannot achieve all the goals. So at this point, let me refer to the recommendations of the Transforming Education Summit, which was held last year in New York at the United Nations building. So the report of Transforming Education Summit in 2022 has highlighted on ensuring supportive learning environment to support inclusivity, the use of technology to support quality education and capacity building for teachers. And I think that this also relates to what we are going to discuss in the two-year international conference, because first, the first transformation that the United Nations would like to focus is education. Otherwise, we cannot achieve the SDGs by 2030. So at this point, I would like to refer to the OECD Learning Framework 2030, which supports a global movement on how we should transform education to keep pace with new challenges. The framework aims to stimulate stakeholders to look ahead to the future trends and how education could be framed to respond to future world. This picture shows that the ultimate goal is to create a well-being society by 2030, not only the well-being of the society as a whole, but also the individual as a person, so that we can respond to the future world. So key elements are knowledge, skills, attitudes, and values, while competencies are the key to build creativity, how to cope with pressures, and at the end, contribute to the responsibility. So this is a learning framework that we should see, and it's a kind of the guideline for us to look into the education in the future. Now, to this end, I would like to present on what society 5.0 would be like. So from this picture, I would like to focus here, 4.0 and 5.0. I would like to highlight that this is the time that we are facing the most unpredictable world. It is also the most difficult time for us to figure out where to start when we are facing so many challenges in the world. So can you guess where are we right now? Certainly, this picture will sort of shows from 1.0, 2.0 until 5.0. So certainly, we are now in different levels of societies. For instance, if we refer to high-skill workforces, of course, they go beyond 4.0. So some of them are 5.0 right now. However, we still have some workforce that still are at the 4.0 or even in between 3.0 or 4.0. And for the manual, some low-skill workforce, they are even at the 2.0. So it depends on the workforce and the skill that you will have to use. So variety level of society. This is a diverse society that we are right now. So since the education is for future generations, and in 4.0's proposal, exists. You can see the existing of it right now. So now we are looking into the what we call skills in the 21st century. So we are talking, when we are talking about education that can introduce this aspect to that teaching philosophy and manage process, can develop in addition to technical knowledge, skills like the 21st century skills are still relevant, such as the learning skills, where we focus on critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication, and we talk a lot about literacy skills. So information literacy, media literacy, and technologies or digital skills are quite relevant to the 5.0 society. And more fluid communications. So when we project the future where technologies will be blended to our daily life, more in society 5.0 rather than 4.0. 4.0, we talk about the technology, but when it comes to 5.0, it is likely that the technology will be blended into the daily life, to your work life. So based on this projection, education in the future could possibly be like this. Homeschooling is one of the most priority. So priority will be on the homeschooling, since students require more freedom to study and learn anything they can learn whatever they learn. They can learn wherever, whenever they want to learn, and as long as they want to learn. And these will also support greater mental, physical, and religious freedom. So in addition, homeschooling will facilitate more time spent with family. And the most important thing is that homeschooling costs are significantly less than attending a traditional public school. And the second one is the more focus on individualized instruction. So students will have more options on they want to learn according to their specific abilities. As a result, after they reach a certain level, students will be given more difficult exercises and questions up to their level of competency. And individualized and self-paced learning is both pleasant and effective. And the third one is e-learning platform would be more increasingly. The way knowledge is passed down will change dramatically as a result of technological advancement. There will be a considerable move towards online platforms, virtual realities, and different views will be a big part of both classroom and individual instruction. In addition, students will be able to learn how to negotiate difficulties and communicate ideas online using new platforms. So e-learning platforms will be more and more. And the fourth one is perhaps by 2050, physical campuses might not exist anymore. So campuses like today are unlikely to exist. Learning will only be happening within the confines of the physical school. Will not be happening. The new waves of the campuses layout will consist of mobile classroom and a real-world setting. City libraries and laboratories, on the other hand, will continue to assist students in completing their assignment. And the next one is the ethic and project-based learning. By 2050, This will be very common. This kind of, EdTech and project-based learning will be very common and will be widely used. So games that take youngsters how to code and toys that teach robotics will be common technology advances for the way they learn. The use of technology will add the teaching and learning process. Learning will become more creative and more practical to the students, and this will create the critical thinking and problem-solving abilities. So this kind of ability will be part of the curriculum. And student performance in creative projects will replace conventional tasks. So it is likely that the whole ecosystem of the curriculum will be changed. And the teacher role will have to be changed as well. So a teacher's jobs will entail not only passing on knowledge, but also identifying the students' interests, abilities, and values, and how to guide them to learn. And the last one is the soft skills such as teamwork, creativity, communication, and problem solving, as the social and emotional abilities will become core competencies for future core elements. So this will be necessary in order to survive in the future workplace, and also how to live their daily activity, how to run their activity life. So these are possible future of education that I think that it is likely to happen in the future. Now, let me explain a little bit on the concept of the sufficiency economy philosophy. As part of that, Thailand is now using as the way to blend it into the education system. So as I mentioned, the SEP here is our center. And the full name is the Sufficiency Economy Philosophy for Sustainability. So we blend the local model on how to build the sustainable future to the not only in education, but to the other aspects of development, like the social, environmental issue, cultural issue, and the economic, socio-economic. So I would like to share this local model of Thailand, which has put as a strong framework to empower the younger generation with this philosophy for future sustainability. To be concluded, in short, this philosophy focus on three core concepts. Moderation, it means that you have to be in the middle, not too extreme. And reasonableness and resiliency. When we talk about reasonableness, it means that you have to be rational on whatever you do. And resiliency, it means that whatever you do, you have to prepare for risk management. You have to be well prepared in case it doesn't work out as you expect. But the three core elements will have to be added up by knowledge and skills and ethics and attributes to make the whole philosophy completely achieved. And as I mentioned earlier, as at the beginning, sustainable development goals can be blended with this philosophy. And we use education as the process to have at the end, we hope that we will have quality global citizens. So the concept of sufficiency economy philosophy can be linked to SDG and can be linked to the education for sustainable development goal. And at the end, we hope that global citizenship education could be blended to have the global citizen in the future, to be more responsibility, to have more responsibility and respect each other.
Okay, Miss Julia, sorry. You still have 2 minutes left.
Yeah, this is my last slide.
Okay, thank you.
So in conclusion, I would like to share a local model at this point, where in terms of the national development, the government has reflected the philosophy in our 20-year national strategy, which is highlighted in the vision of the strategy. Our vision is security, prosperity, and sustainability under the sufficiency economy philosophy. So this is what and how we blend the philosophy in our 20-year national strategy. So the education is the main process to link the philosophy to the SDG, which hopefully at the end, we will be able to have quality global citizens to live in society 5.0. So on final note, I would like to thank the organizer once again for inviting us to be part of this international conference. And I do hope that this presentation could help all of you in terms of forward-looking on future education and help us plan on our education ecosystem as part for our preparation to empower younger generations to cope with society 5.0. Thank you very much. Terima kasih. Thank you very much for your attention. And I welcome any question if there is some.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Julia, for your inspiring presentation. And I also say thanks to the CMEO program. Because of the CMEO program, Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta have an international collaboration with other university, especially ASEAN. Yeah, the international collaboration is very important for both the lecturers and also the student itself to develop their capacity. And for the university itself, this collaboration can be used to fulfill one of the requirements of the accreditation. And ladies and gentlemen, let me highlight the presentation from Ms. Duria that in this era, that everything is connected with the technology. Homeschooling program is admitted to be the future prospective education, because by using the homeschooling program, the student can learn everywhere and anywhere. Still, they can get the valid certification to apply for their higher education and also for their job. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to ask the question. You can click raise hand mode or write your question on chat box. Okay, is there any question? Okay, Ms. Duria, there is a question from one of the participants here that actually homeschooling is, in Indonesia especially, is still questionable. So how can we convince to the parents that homeschooling can be as one of the solution for the student itself, rather than they ask their student to go to the formal school itself?
Well, thank you very much for the question. I think that the homeschooling is quite, challenging right now.
Yeah.
But I think that in the future, the curriculum or even the content, as I mentioned earlier, that the education in the future, teachers is just, you can find the knowledge anywhere. So the homeschooling could be more popular in terms of that. If you look at the customized course, some students, if they go to the formal schooling, they cannot follow some of the instruction, they cannot follow their friends. And so this kind of, environment would be more different, would be different if it's the homeschooling. For example, you can customize the course for your child, for your children, and they can learn more. If they don't understand, the teacher or the parents or whoever who teach them or convey or guide them will sort of, repeat for them. So customized course would be go along with the homeschooling. So it more, relevant to the student. Individualized course would be, better than if you go to school and you cannot follow the lesson. It is nothing. And sometimes you have to face with the some kind of violence in the classroom, bullying, or your friends will, play around with you if you cannot follow the lesson. So I think that homeschooling would become more critical used in the future because, it's more relevant to individual student. So this is how I can see. But it has to go along or in line with the testing of the performance as well. So if you want to think about the homeschooling, you have to think of the whole system of the ecosystem of education, curriculum, knowledge, pedagogy, and how to assess your student. So this is my idea of why homeschooling would become more popular and relevant to the new society.
Yes, thank you very much, Ms. Duria. Yeah, I strongly agree because bullying is very, very important. We as a parent have to pay attention to this case too, and we have to be careful when we want to find a school for our children. Ms. Duria, there is one more question for you from Mr. Hanif. Okay, I will read the question for you. How to prepare challenge society 5.0?
How to prepare what? I'm sorry.
How to prepare the challenge society in this era?
Yeah. So there will be a transition from 4.0 to 5.0 or even 3.0 to 4.0. And if you see the development, technology will become more important. And we can see that a lot, especially after the COVID pandemic. You see, the technology will become blended into your daily life. And some job might be disappear in the future. And while some job will be, become more and more, apparent to the society. So this is why you have to think ahead on what will happen in the future and try to tailor the curriculum. So the curriculum in the future will not be like this. For example, you don't have to focus on the content because the content is in the, you can find it in the technology. You can find it in the devices. But to prepare your children or the young generation, I think soft skills would be more likely to be focused because once they get the information, they get the knowledge, they get the content, but how you should prepare them on how to bring the knowledge or the content to be used in their daily life, to be used in their work life, and how to prepare for the new era of society. For example, they have to be well equipped with the critical thinking on how to cope with the new challenges, because we don't know right now what would be like. We have the climate action as the critical issue right now, but in the future we don't know what it will be like. Even though we try a lot, of efforts to cope with the climate action, environmental issues. But this is what we cannot tell them to do this and that. But we can just let them think, if things are like this, you need to do this. If things are the other way around, you have to think the other way around. So critical thinking and how to be equipped with soft skill would be the priority to me for the new era.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Duria. There is one more question from Mr. Risang Baskara, and it is very long prompt. So I will invite Mr. Risang Baskara to ask the question directly. Good morning, Mr. Risang. Are you there?
Good morning, Ibu.
Okay.
Good morning.
Could you please turn on your audio, and then you can ask directly the question to Ms. Daria.
Thank you,
Okay.
Dr. My question is actually related to the previous one. When we are discussing the homeschooling, I thought of these particular questions. Ignore the previous leading statement. I would like to go directly to the questions. How can Indonesia in particular evolve beyond institutionalized schooling to create an immersive collaborative educational ecology woven throughout society that develops learners' humanity along with their skills, in your opinion? Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you very much. I think this is also related, some of it related to what I have been response, but to the specific question is that I would say that the conventional schooling like this, the new schooling type would need the I'm not sure if I answered the question, but to me, I understand that your question is the sort of the new way of learning or new way of education institute would be like to develop the student skill. Am I right?
Correct, Doctor.
So as I mentioned earlier, that homeschooling will be customized to the particular students. But when I say homeschooling, it doesn't mean that it will happen in school only. But it's the new way of, customized course, use the technology and less content transferable to the students rather than, that's why the whole 7 point that I just point out is are relevant to the new ways of the schooling. For the homeschooling, it means that you can learn anywhere. You can customize your course. You can use the e-learning or e-platform or even new technology. So that is why you don't need to focus on the content, but you need to focus on the soft skills rather than the hard skill. So it means that if the students can be, blended or empowered on how to live with their friends, how to work with their friends, the 21st century skill like the collaborative communication, leadership, this kind of thing would be the guide of them to sort of bring what they learn or the content. But this cannot happen by themselves. Still, teachers need to facilitate or guide them that the soft skills or humanize, skills should be a core element or skills that they need to bring what they learn to develop the society or even their community. So this is, I think that all the questions are related to each other. And for this, the ecosystem of the education will be changed. As I mentioned, if you look at the content, you don't have to focus on the content, but the pedagogy and the platform that you use is important. And the content is how to empower them to learn the soft skills. So hopefully in the society 5.0, students are more humanized and use their knowledge to living peacefully than 4.0, because they were born with the technology.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Julia. One more question from Miss Ainun Hassana. Okay, I will read it for you because it is a short question. My question is, how to overcome challenges in education for people located in less developed area who have limited access to educational facilities, for even limited access to the internet? Ms. Duria?
Well, this is quite interesting question and very important, because if you look at the recommendation of the Transforming Education Summit, you will see that one of the recommendation is that you have to prioritize those who are marginalized. So for the next step in education, I think that most of the government should prioritize those who are marginalized, especially those who don't have the device, those who don't have the access to internet before. Because those who have accessibility to this kind of devices and internet, they will be able to have more accessibility. So the government should prioritize to those who are marginalized before, so that you should not widen the gap. So I would say that this group of people would be prioritized in whatever project or in every intervention that the government should do.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Duria, for your answer and inspiring response. Okay, is there any other question? No? So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, homeschooling can be a solution. Education in Society 5.0 to avoid the negative thing for our children, such as bullying. Yeah. So, is there any question? If there is no more question, we are going to start the next session. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so because there is no more question, we are going to start the next session. Ms. Duria, thank you very much once again for your inspiring presentation and response to all the questions.
Thank you very much as well.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, there will be 2 in a row plenary speakers delivering their presentation, and you may ask the question after both of the speakers deliver their presentation. Without further ado, I would like to invite Professor Victoria Malaya from Center Director of the CIMEO, Regional Center for Sufficiency Economy Philosophy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is one of the challenges the society 2.0, right? The limitation of the connection and the problem of the technical matter. So once again, there will be 2 plenary speakers delivering their presentation, and you may ask the question after both of the speakers deliver their presentation. So without further ado, I invite Professor Victoria Malaya from Center Director of the ICEETE Regional Center for Sufficiency Economy Philosophy for Sustainability. So I will read his biography for you to know more about the professor. So Professor Victoria expertise extend to complete an ongoing research project where serve as a project leader and project staff for various initiation related to agri-aqua innovation, probiotic development, technology, business incubator, and food value chain enhancement. Her research work focuses on the application of smart technologies and partnership to promote food resiliency and sustainability in agriculture and aquaculture sectors. So, Professor Victoria, the screen is yours. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the title of the presentation, Professor Victoria, is Fostering Innovation and Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Development in the Philippines through Agri-Aqua Technology Business Incubator. Professor Victoria, please unmute your audio.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Dia, for the kind introduction. Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can hear clearly. You can start your presentation.
Thank you, Ms. Dia. So good morning, everyone. I am Professor Victoria Malaya of Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University in La Union, Philippines. It is an honor to be a part of this novel event, the International Conference on Economy, Education, Technology, and Environment. Today, I would like to share with you my insights and experiences in fostering and promoting innovation in our university, as well as micro, small, and medium enterprise development through Agri-Aqua Technology Business Incubators. The topics that I will be discussing for you today include the status of innovation in the Philippines, the role of innovation in the economy, science and technology, and MSME development, state universities and innovation, technology business incubators, and DIMSU ATBI and innovation system enhancement. Our country, the Philippines, is home of beautiful 1,707 islands, with 3 largest islands, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Building a dynamic innovation has become our country's top priority.
Sorry? Would you please to share your screen? There is no PowerPoint yet in the screen.
Okay, Ms. Dia. Is it okay, Ms. Dia?
No, there is no PowerPoint yet.
For a while, Ms. Dia.
Okay. Is there any problem? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, waiting Professor Victoria to share her screen. Once more, I invite you to have an active participation in this conference by asking the question after both plenary speakers delivering their presentation. You may ask the question by click hand raise mode or write your question on chat box. Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, we are very open to have a collaboration between university. We can collaborate in conducting the research together, or we can have a B2B collaboration, like we send our student to study in your university. Or maybe we also can conduct a research collaboration that we can apply in our university together. So actually we have 4 faculty: agriculture, education, engineering, and also economy. Okay, Professor Victoria, are you there?
Yeah, Miss Dia, can I just send to your email my PowerPoint? I'm
Okay.
sorry for having some technical
Okay,
problem.
okay. Just send to my email. I will help you to share the PowerPoint.
Yes, thank you very much, Miss Dia.
Welcome. We are. Okay, waiting the PowerPoint from Professor Victoria, I invite you to turn on your camera and the ICT team will take our picture together. Okay, please, ladies and gentlemen, turn on your camera on and the ICT team will take our picture together. Mas Ferry, are you ready to take a picture? Belum ada, belum dikirim. Belum dikirim. Okay, Mas Ferry, please take our picture together. Belum dikirim. Okay, I'll count it. Okay. Please turn on your camera on and we are going to have a picture together. Okay, Professor Victoria, we still wait your email, and by waiting your email, we are going to have a photo session first.
I have already sent Miss Dia your email.
Okay,
Thank
Mas
you.
Ferry, are you ready to take our picture together? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please turn on your camera and we are going to have a photo session first. I'll count 1, 2, 3. Okay, once more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you very much. And I just got an email from Professor Victoria. I will share the screen. Okay, finally, the technical matter have already solved. So here is Professor Victoria PowerPoint. Professor Victoria, are you there?
Yes, Ms. Dia, thank you very much.
Okay, you can start your presentation.
Again, good morning, everyone. I am Professor Victoria Malaya of Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University in La Union, Philippines. So I would like to congratulate the organizing committee of this noble event, the International Conference on Economy, Education, Technology, and Environment. So today I would like to share with you my insights and experiences in fostering innovation and micro, small, and medium enterprise development in my country through Agri-Aqua Technology Business Incubator. Next slide, please. The topics to be discussed would include the status of innovation in the Philippines, role of innovation in the economy, science and technology, and MSME development, state universities and innovation, technology business incubators, DIMSU ATBI and innovation system enhancement and ways forward. Next, please. Our country, the Philippines, is home of beautiful 1,707 islands, with the three largest islands, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Building a dynamic innovation has become our country's top priority. This has led to the giant leap of the Philippines from rank 73 in the Global Innovation Index in 2018 to rank 59 in 2022. Among the lower middle income group, the Philippines ranked 5th behind India, Ukraine, Iran, Vietnam, Iran, and Ukraine. The Global Innovation Index reveals the most innovative economies in the world, ranking the innovation performance of around 132 economies of the world, while highlighting innovation, strengths, and weaknesses. Next, please. Innovation can be defined as harnessing of creative ability within individuals and the workforce in response to change by doing things differently or better across products, processes, or procedures, according to McAdam and Armstrong. Innovation means, therefore, using new technology, and using new ways of thinking to add value to an existing idea or product and to make substantial changes in the society. Next, please. It is predicted that the future of global economy will double in size by 2050 because of economic innovation and improvement. Next, please. Innovation is recognized as the prime driver of economic growth and well-being of a country. So innovation helps drive economic growth and address socioeconomic challenges, meets the immediate and long-term development goals of emerging and developing countries like our country, the Philippines, and innovation impacts poverty reduction. Next, please. Recognizing this, our government launched Philippinovation as a strategy to unleash the spirits of innovation among Filipinos from global competitiveness with the 4 pillars. Pillar 1 on strengthening Filipino human capital. Pillar 2 on supporting business incubation and acceleration efforts. Pillar 3 on regenerating the policy environment for innovation. And Pillar 4 on engendering a mindset and culture of innovation. Next, please. This is supported by the creation of innovation policies. Foremost is the Philippines Innovation Act or Republic Act number 11293. The passage of the Philippine Innovation Act has provided the needed policy that lays down the necessary foundation to operationalize such a whole of country approach to building the innovation ecosystem. Next, please. With the national policy supporting innovation and business, the goal of our country is to build significant number of innovative Filipino firms and micro and small and medium enterprises. Next, please. SMEs as backbone of economy. They are regarded as the backbone of Philippine economy because they serve as a source of entrepreneurial skills, innovation, and employment. In my country, the Philippines, small businesses comprise more than 99% of enterprises in the country, employing almost 65% of local economy. Next, please. The Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University is one among the 112 state universities in the Philippines. As a university and a higher institution of learning, it is actively engaged in instruction, research, extension, and production as its major mandates. The university is progressively transformed as a center of innovation where new knowledge are generated, research outcomes are generated, dissemination of knowledge and information are formally conducted, and talents and expertise are developed through students doing their thesis, faculty doing research supported by grants, where innovations are hatched, developed, refined, and commercialized mainly in partnership with industry sector. Next, please. The Department of Science and Technology is the institutional support for agri-aqua innovation in the country. This institution is the primary science and technology body in the country, charged with passing the state policy of supporting local efforts in science, technology, and research and development. Next, please. DOST established 16 research and development consortia to foster collaboration and innovation development among 333 research and development institutions. Collaboration among these R&D institutions bring together scientists, technology developers and generators, researchers in bringing about more relevant, innovative technologies needed by the society. Next, please. These research outcomes, such as the different technologies generated, are directed to reach the community to create university impact through technology transfer mechanisms. Technologies could be directed into 4 different pathways: to commercialization, where technologies are covered by intellectual property rights, and these could be transferred through licensing agreement and spin-off companies. Another pathway is deployment, where machineries and common service facilities are provided for individual farmers or farmer groups. That extension pathway, which provides demonstration and model farms, trainings and seminars for farmers and extension workers in local government units, and the promotion pathway, where technologies are promoted through fiesta events, media conference, social media, e-library, and others for the general public. These are the different technology business incubators in the country, which are established by DOST in different strategic geographical locations. Next, please. One of the country's technology business incubator is the Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University Agri-Aqua Technology Business Incubator. Next, please. Our DIMSU ATBI is a university facility where startups or new businesses are hosted and business development services are provided. Next, please. We have 25 ATBIs funded and sponsored by DOST, Philippine Council of Agriculture, Aquatic Resource Research and Development, and DIMSU is one of the 8 ATBIs established in the country in 2018. Next, please. We have envisioned DIMSU ATBI as a regional leader in agri-aqua technology business incubation, with the mission to provide support and services to agriculture and aquaculture entrepreneurs, and with the goal to provide access to resources and assistance to aspiring agri-aqua entrepreneurs. Next, please. This is the roadmap of our technology business incubator. In 2018, we have piloted our TBI services and trained our technical experts and project management staff. And from 2022 until 2024, we are doing strengthening of our TBIs and accelerating our startups. And for 2025 and to 2027, this is the engagement of our TBI in international network of TBIs. Next, please. Let me share with you our project framework. Our input consists of our university research resources, consisting of matured technologies, our intellectual properties, physical resources, and facilities, together with a strong management support of an advisory board, project management team, and pool of experts and technology developers. To create a stronger framework, we have established partnerships with the different state universities and colleges in the country, non-government agencies, and local government units. All registered startups will go through the process of pre-incubation, incubation consisting of basic and advanced incubation, and post-incubation. Through this, we are expected to come up with outputs such as the transfer of our matured technologies through commercialization, strong industry linkages, development of micro-enterprise. Our products and services are improved, as well as the promotion of student entrepreneurship. Next, please. To strengthen our project and innovation ecosystem in our university and in the region, we have established partnership with different sectors, from government, research institutions, businesses, non-government organizations, and other support organizations, marketing and promotion, entrepreneurs in the region, investors and funding institutions, as well as international partners. To start with, we have forged partnership with some universities in Thailand, such as Chiang Mai University and University of Payar. Next, please. As a technology business incubator, we offer business development services such as trainings, networking for financial support, and others, and also for basic physical support services such as our facilities, lecture rooms, training rooms, conference rooms, laboratory equipment, product processing rooms, and technology support facilities. Next, please. These are our technologies offered for incubation. Initially, our flagship commodities include goat raising and chevron processing, mango farming and processing, banana farming and processing, seaweed farming and processing, and other agricultural commodities such as off-season vegetable, roselle farming, mushroom, ube, and black pepper. Next, please. For aquaculture, we have milkfish, catfish, grouper, culture and management, as well as seaweed production and post-harvest management. Next, please. So these are our technologies for commercialization, which could be through technology licensing agreement and a spin-off creation of enterprise, chevron dishes and retort paws. These are ready to eat chevron meat and other products here for chevron processed products. Next, please. We also have, next, please. We also have candied mulberry. We also have bread enriched with bone powder, and we also have machinery such as the onion harvester. We have for medicine, bee propolis tincture, and for hatcheries of milkfish, we have the natural 1-algae product. Next, please. Who can apply in our technology business incubator? We accept private individuals, students, farmers, fisher folks, MSMEs, people's organizations, cooperatives, as well as our own technology generators in the university. Next, please. For the incubation process, all our startups will go through application screening, onboard, incubation execution, and after completing all the incubation requirements, they can graduate in the incubator, but will still pursue post-graduation engagement with the incubator. Next, please. This is the incubated business cycle, pre-incubation, which starts with technology adoption or ideation stage, incubation, which could be startup stage, and with the enterprise developing could pursue to the expansion stage and into maturity stage. Next, please. Here are some of our in-wall incubatees. In-wall incubatees are those that conduct their activities, production and processing inside the university. Next, please. And we also have our out-wall incubatees. These are the ones who do production and processing activities outside of the university. And next, please. To develop the technical skills and business development skills of our startups, we conduct trainings for them related to the technical expert development and business development. From accounting to bookkeeping, business planning, and also from packaging and labeling and product standardization, food safety and product branding. Next, please. In terms of people and services, so these are the group of associations that we have mentored as incubatees, and also individuals who registered in the incubator for mentoring on technical aspects as well as business development aspects. Next, please. These are our some of our pool of experts on food processing, agriculture and aquaculture production and processing. They are well-trained and experts and do the mentorship of our startups. Next, please. As a technology business incubator, we have established partnerships with almost 50 organizations, government agencies, state universities, local government units, and other institutions that could strengthen the promotion of our agri-aqua technologies, as well as strengthening the incubation program. Next, please.
Prof. Victoria, sorry, you have 3 minutes left.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. With this, we have established our regional agri-aqua technology investment portfolio with our pool of experts. Next, please. We have capacitated our consortium member institutions on IP commercialization and ATB operational management. Next, please. We have also provided mentoring support to almost 30 startups in the creation of their technology-based enterprises. Next, please. We have facilitated commercialization of agri-aqua technologies through co-incubation with other state universities. Next, please. And we have strengthened partnerships also with the private and government sector. Next, please. So with this, status of our technology business incubator, we hope to strengthen our program to promote and facilitate technology adoption and commercialization of our agriculture and aquaculture technologies in the university. We hope to create more micro, small, and medium enterprises through technology business incubation. More enterprises means more jobs and more wealth created for the Filipino people. Next, please. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any inquiry, you can just reach me at this email, bmalaya@dimsu.edu.ph. Thank you and congratulations to the organizing committee. Good morning, everyone.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Victoria. So, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Victoria is the professor from Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University, Philippines. And right now, this university is open collaboration for agri-aqua technology business incubators. So, if you interest to be a partner in this collaboration, you may send her a message. So, ladies and gentlemen, please keep your question in your note, and we are going to listen the next session of the plenary session. It is honor to invite Mr. Muhammad Zamri bin Jamaluddin from Sultan Idris Shah Polytechnic, Malaysia. Mr. Muhammad, are you there?
Okay, all right, I'm there.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, once more, I remind you that the question and answer session for the plenary session will be held after both of the speakers deliver their presentation. So please keep your question in your note, or you may write your question on the chat box first. Okay, Mr. Muhammad, the screen is yours.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So first I want to share my slide first. Okay, can you see my slide?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning to the director and the top management of Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta, distinguished guest speaker, and all the participants of International Conference on Economy, Education, Technology, and Environment, and thank for the invitation. Okay, so I will present about the effort from Malaysian Polytechnic and College Community System. Okay, so Malaysian Polytechnic System have about 104 community college and 36 polytechnic institution in Malaysia recently. So there has been effort to participate in Sustainable Development Goal agenda, and I will recap some of the effort in this session. Okay, so in 2009, at the conference of the parties COP15 in Copenhagen, Denmark, Malaysia has expressed a voluntary commitment to reduce carbon initiative per group domestic product GDP by 40% from the level 2005, and by the end of the 2020. And as the result, by this commitment, the government has created a Ministry of Energy, Green Technology and Water. And based on this commitment, National Green Technology Policy, DTHN, was launched on 24 July 2009 by our Prime Minister, Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak. This is what followed by the established National Green Technology and Climate Change Councils, and consequently the low carbon economic policy, which has become the basics of the new economic model that target to achieve high income and low carbon development country by the end of the 2020. This policy is being launched by our Prime Minister, Dr. Sri Najib Tun Razak. Okay, so Polytechnic Malaysia also respond to the government call, and by creating the Poly Green Blueprint in 2015, or BPMM. It was launched by April 2015. So BPMM recently has emphasized about 10 focus area. Okay, so BPS is the action plan implementation of Malaysian Polytechnic Sustainable Agenda, and this blueprint is based on National Green Technology Policy goal and the National Green Technology Policy. These efforts include also include in our Polytechnic Transformation Direction 2010 to 2020. So sustainable development need to be implemented in the curriculum so that all the students have knowledge to current need and responsible for use of raw material, energy, water, and also environment, and also not affect the need of future generation. Okay, and also the implementation of outcome-based education, OBE, in our polytechnic learning system indirectly facilitate the process integrating the green technology and sustainable development into our curriculum. And Polytechnic also not left implement other program to cultivate the green technology on the campus. Among the programs that have been conduct green technology seminar, workshop, and the green technology is design and innovation competition and recycling model competition. And apart from them effort, the Polytechnic also collaborate with industry for the purpose of green initiative. This inclusive of the Polygreen Malaysian Blueprint, it also inclusive concept of implementation with all a community in every polytechnic, whether it's administrator, lecturer, employee, or the student and others involved in the effort to achieve the target which has been set. Among the objective is awareness of and a knowledge of basically all the program sustainable and that we can be carried out, and also the green program. We start with not they initiate no cost, easy and involve and may participate. So the impact is being calculated and report into of financial saving and also the carbon footprint reduction. The saving and the initiate result will be used as part of a capital for other initiate that can be given as a greater impact. And all the degree program to be carried out and decide as consensus orderly have to the impact, a target, and also expected success. Okay, after 2020, okay, we are in before the next in 2019, we are have some review and our blueprint. So the next blueprint is a Smart Green Policy or BSGPCC. This blueprint is a document that contains a guideline for implementation of planning, green practice in line with management, operation, requirement for the set of period between 2021 to 2026. So the blueprint Smart Green Policy, okay, so in based on following rationality. Okay, the first one is to be referred as the guideline of to all polytechnic and college community in the strategy direction and sustainable management. Next is consider and improve the sustainable project achievement to the sustainable green sustainable campus recognition, and increase the ability of innovation and creating and in development sustainable that capable increasing economic and environment. And that's what is the strength, the collaboration between institution, parties, stakeholders, society, and industry, and not forgetting the disabled. Okay, this is the 7 focus area of Blueprint Smart Green Policy. The first one is education and research. Okay, this education and research management is implement of green curriculum, sustainable research and publication, report management, and sustainability website. The implementation of awareness program and application of green culture also as well as training for both smart green. And there will be a shared expertise and experience for student and also the staff. And the objective is to make education and research management involve all the polytechnic and college community citizen in aspect of education and research. The second one is the second focus area is energy management and climate change. Okay, this focus area is try to maintaining and improving energy efficiency and encouraging the use of renewable energy and to reduce their carbon emission. By implement the knowledge through the education aspect and the continuous of measurement, the reduction against the carbon dioxide and greenhouse gases emission, and try to make managing energy and GHG emission efficiency reduction effect by polytechnic and also college community campus reduce and no harm to the environment. And the third focus area is environment and landscape management. So this focus areas is try to integrate the management of practice in operation institution through the policy and the management. Okay, and by practicing the management and procedure, there be a best practice applied in daily activity in polytechnic. And this by one is integrate the environmental management practice to the operation institution. And there has been established a clear guideline management, and then basing on the biodiversity and landscape to improve the environmental. And also there's a program to give an awareness to local community about the environmental control and management. And also try to create safe, healthy, and attractive environmental design. The next is a waste management focus area. Okay, this is try to increase the awareness and knowledge about waste management for optimizing the resource through the performance measurement by current waste management in institution. The objective of the waste management is try to have a good performer in waste management. Next is a water management. Water management. This is try to increase the knowledge about the utility and practice of water saving method through the monitoring, control, and development water recycling and rainwater harvesting system. And try to improve the knowledge and practice of water saving method through the monitoring, control, development, and by institution. The focus area number 6 is transportation. We are trying to apply awareness, importance of reduction pollutions through the implementation of green technology policy and management. Okay, or I try to apply all the green technology in our transportation daily. And the last one is a green procurement. This green procurement is we are implement by the Malaysian green procurement standard. So that by using the practicing of green procurement in botany and cosmetic system, we are try to support the environmental preservation and carbon footprint reduction. Okay, so that so all the polytechnic and cosmetic that contribute with the this blueprint has been set up a committee. Each polytechnic and cosmetic have set up a committee to raise all the 7 focus area, and there's been a system, a toolkit, and judging for this every polytechnic and polytechnic. So there is 5 components of smart green policy judging. The first one is a sustainable campus. The second one is sustainable community cultivation. The third one sustainable research, and the last one is sustainable project. Okay. This smart green policy judging is based on guideline green campus criteria that been aligned with the Sustainable Development Goal by Malaysian and also Global Reporting Initiative (GRI). This alignment according to the P5 standard for sustainable in project management PRISM by Global Green Project Management (GPM). One of our NGO that been managed a sustainable project, and which are focused in element of sustainable management, which are social aspect, people. Second is environmental aspect, planet, and the third one is economic aspect, profit. With addition of project process and product that include aspect all the sustainable development. Okay, so this category also using the UI Green Metric World University Ranking. Okay, so all the campus of polytechnic and also college has been judging by this criteria. Okay, before we are set up this project, so we have make some research, and the first one is we try to measure our carbon footprint in each polytechnic. So this is our baseline in 2014. Okay, So all the capacity of the total energy have been measured, and we are trying to make a reduction based on the standard, global standard. And the second one, we are application of green element into our curriculum for the polytechnic study in program by this course DUG T0023. And the second one is a professional industry certificate, green compliant course. Okay, so all the green compliant officer has been commissioned with professional certificate and by Skill Development Department of Malaysia, and this is the first recognition of Malaysian Polytechnic Accessible Professional Certificate. For the implement of green curriculum, we are implement by workshop, first awareness, and also the green technology compliant course. And the implementation of green curriculum for the study program polytechnic in diploma is starting in June 2019 session. And the whole program include the application of element green into the curriculum. Okay, this is our target for the carbon footprint, and this our target for energy utilization. But by 2023, we are been reduction and 1.04 kilogram carbon emission per capita per day. So we are trying to target below than 1 by 2026. Okay, so based on UI grid metric, so this our ranking beginning 2018. There be 7 polytechnic involved in 2018 to 2021. So this achievement has been have been greater by 2022. So this okay, this in 2023 there is also a community college involved. So this is our new ranking UI grid metric in 2022.
Okay, Mr. Zamri, your time.
Yeah.
3 minutes more.
All right.
3
So
minutes more.
okay, this our certificate. Okay, thank you. This our certificate by Malaysia National Sustainable Project Award by 2029. Okay. So what a future challenge from Malaysia? Okay. In 2022, there is in this year, our new Prime Minister, Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim, have been set up new Madani economy. So this Madani economy have two plan. First, National Energy Transition Roadmap, and second, New Industrial Master Plan 2023. Okay, the Madani Economic Framework offer clarify of what we aim to achieve by broad strategy. And one of the pillar in Madani pillar is raising the ceiling. One the raising the ceiling is sustainable green investment, climate resistant, renewable energy, electric vehicle, and food security, as well as moving up the value chain. So beginning by 2026, we have a new plan for polytechnic to cater this Madani economy plan. Okay, so the time is quite easy. So we thank you for the invitation, and thank you this for my last slide. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Zamri, for your faithful presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time to have a question and answer session. You may ask question directly, or you also can write down your question on your chat box. Don't forget to write to whom your question is delivered. Thank you. Okay, Professor Victoria, there is a question for you from one of the participants.
Yes, Ms. Dia.
Okay, I will read it for you. Can agua technology incubation ecosystem be implemented in all area, or there is specific qualification for the area to implement this incubation?
Thank you for the question, Ms. Dia. Well, for the innovation ecosystem enhancement, we can observe that there are a lot of institutions to be included. So this means that it is multidisciplinary from agriculture, aquaculture, business, marketing. So there is a need to converge, involve other expertise in the ecosystem to be more effective, so that the incubator will be more effective in answering on providing services to the startups.
Okay, thank you for your response, Professor Victoria. The second question is for Mr. Zamri. Yeah, actually it is a very, very interesting topic about a smart green. And there is a question for you from the participant too, about how is to overcome the challenge of the smart green itself. Okay, time is yours.
Okay, the challenge is about I think mostly about the cost. So our policy is zero cost. So we are not having any budget. So we are trying to reduce to try to zero any cost in implementation of our smart green policy. So mostly by awareness and contributing by all the staff, by student, and also by the community. So we not have any budget from our government. So we try to less any about costs that been involved in our policy. That is the I think most challenge for our policy. And so this mostly by greater awareness by all the staff and also the student, to trying to create a program and also involvement and by their self initiate in trying to make the smart green policy achievable.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Zamuri. And there is a follow-up question too for you. How effective this smart green to be implemented as a solution for the sustainable development goals itself?
I think the first one is mostly we are creating some more creative in our policy and our strategy and our implementation in all aspects our program. So all the student and also our staff is trying capable of what reaching the target in goal. And also the first one is by doing in our institute itself. First one is carbon footprint. We are trying to reduce all the cost of that contribute to the energy. So that is the full one to sustainable goal. So and second one is our community service. So that is about trying to reaching the pouring and trying to initiate any program to increase the knowledge and increase the contribution to the economic education to the sustainable development. So each community, college, and polytechnic are also collaborate with the industry and also community to gather this sustainable goal. So by reaching the awareness and educational, so the target to the sustainable goal development, part of poverty, climate change also. So they've been most successfully, I think, in our target. So we are trying by UI green metric. See, is mostly no cost at all. We are trying to do as less and can be. That is mostly genuine toward to the sustainable goal target.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Zamri. There is a more question. It is very interesting, actually, and there are so many participants ask the question from the IT. So you explained that this program actually implemented by the polytechnic and college system. How about the university itself? Can the university also can implement this smart print system?
Yes, we have been get a order this toolkit. So each one can go to the polytechnic smart green website. There's been some toolkit. So each one can go by detail what they want to contribute. So there has been several elements. So there all the element of the sustainable smart green has been put inside. So we can target all the targeting for it. So we are based on UI green metric. So each university also in Malaysia has also contribute. So any institution, or not only in university, by school also can get, because what we deliver in polytechnic and college is less cost. So or mostly zero cost. So the implementation is mostly suitable for all the institution, not only the higher institution, but the secondary and primary institution of education, and also a community.
Okay, thank you very much. And Professor Victoria, there is one more question for you from one of our lecturer, Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta, because this business incubation actually also very interesting for us, because we have a faculty of agriculture, so we think that it should be a match each other. So if the university join with this business incubation, what benefit we can get from this incubation?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Dia. Thank you for the question. If we are going to forge partnership between our universities, we can share our technologies and innovations to your university, as well as we can also share our experiences in the development of small and medium enterprises, and as well as developing business in the countryside. So with this, we can share together how our technologies could be commercialized through licensing agreement and creation of spin-off companies. I hope that we can collaborate with your university on this regard in the future.
Okay, thank you very much. So this is the end of the plenary session, ladies and gentlemen. So I would like to highlight from our session today that from the keynote speaker itself, that homeschooling can be a solution for the education. Sorry? Okay. Okay, sorry, there is one more question. There is a participant who raised hand. I'm sorry, I cannot see before. Okay, Mr. Adi Hartono. Okay, you can turn on your audio. and ask directly the question. Please introduce yourself first and to whom your question deliver. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Good morning, before lunch, all. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Adi Artono. I am the lecturer from the State Islamic University of North Sumatra. I want to give my question to Prof. Victoria Malaya from Filipinas. My question is, according to your analysis, Prof, what are the factors that need to be considered for success in implementing technological innovation results in life? And the second question for Mr. Muhammad Zamri from Malaysia. Of the 7 focuses areas that need attention to form a smart green blueprint policy C, what are the dominant factors that most need to be considered to form a good system? Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for your question. Professor Victoria, you can first respond to the question.
Okay, thank you, sir, for that question. There are factors that really would affect on how we can have a successful technology business incubation. One is government support. Our incubatees lack financial capital. Most of these small businesses are farmers and fisher folks, associations, and individuals with very meager financial ability to fund a business. So with the government support, giving access to funding assistance, improvements of facilities, as well as support from the academe, from the universities that would provide continuous innovative technologies that are needed by these associations and enterprises, so that we can help them solve the problems of the business. So I think a very big factor is government support, university support, as well as the personal value and attitude of the incubator or startup to bring about commitment to undergo and pursue a techno-based enterprise. So that's it, sir. I hope I have answered your query. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your response, Prof. Victoria. Is it enough, Mr. Adi, for the response from the professor?
Yes, it is. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay.
You are most welcome, sir.
Okay, the next question is for Mr. Zamri. Mr. Zamri, you can respond to the question.
Okay, thank you. So I think the most important is about education and research and management, the focus area. I think by create the knowledge and awareness as all the 6 focus areas will be done very well, because each person will contribute to the smart green policy must know what is the policy, the benefit of the policy, and what the knowledge to improve each institution. So this is mostly the tier for the 7 focus area. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your response, Mr. Zamri. Is it enough, Mr. Adi, for the response?
Yes, enough. Thank you so much, ma'am and sir. Thank you.
Okay, you are welcome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, is there any more question? Please, you may raise your hand. Okay, there are a lot of participants. Okay, our beloved father, yeah, Mr. Sulistyo, are you there? You can turn on your microphone and ask the question.
Thank you, Mrs. Tia. I want to ask to Professor Victoria. May I introduce myself, ma'am? My name is Lutiono. I am from Agriculture Faculty, Tunas Pembangunan University. My question is, when the state university and innovation, what the kind of the innovation agriculture? I mean, you said 4 pillar in Filipino nation, strength Filipino human capital, supporting business incubation, recognition the policy environment, and in gender automation. What can support by university? And second question, what kind of the products in universal innovation strategy? I mean, what kind of the process, weight, and rice or production wheat on rice? And the second question, how about the collaboration research between Tunas Pembangunan University and the Don Marion Marcos Manuel State University about a joint research? When 5 years ago, I go to Philippines, especially in Tarlac University and News University in Cabanatuan. I think we can be a process between us. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sulistiono, for your question. So there are 3 questions for Professor Victoria Malaya.
Yes.
Professor, are you there? You can respond to the question.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, Ms. Dia. Thank you very much, sir, for those questions. That means it interests us a lot to this innovation and technology business incubation in our country. So in terms of the support of the university that it is giving to innovation and technology business incubation, we are providing funding support for the strengthening of our faculty, or our professors, or of our technology generators to work on areas regarding research of different agricultural commodities. For our flagship commodities, they are mango, banana, seaweeds, and gold. We have not yet included rice in the list of technologies to be incubated, since there are other institutions near our university who have those expertise. I am happy to know, sir, that you have visited universities in Tarlac and Central Luzon. It's just 2 hours away from our university.
Okay.
And with the initial collaboration that we had with Dr. Jesus Harata, we would like to also collaborate with you regarding technology business incubation in the future. We might as well consider this as your university to be our international partner, since there are a lot of common agriculture and aquaculture commodities that are important to both of us as a country, like rice, I think milkfish. We
Yes.
have aquaculture technologies.
Yes.
And 50% of our milkfish fry still comes from Indonesia. And also we would like to learn from your university in terms of the innovative technologies that you have in agriculture that we can also adapt in our university. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Victoria, for your response. Mr. Sulistyo, all of the response have already answered your question or not? Okay, I think that all the response have already answered by the speaker. So there is no more question. And I would like to highlight our today's discussion from the keynote speaker and also plenary speaker. The international collaboration is very important for us to develop in order that we can develop the citizenship. And also homeschooling can be a solution, education in society 5.0. And to improve the sustainable development goals, we can use agri-technology incubation ecosystem and also smart green. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the next session of the parallel session, I would like to invite for the keynote speaker and also plenary speaker to give their last closing statement. Well, first I would like to invite Ms. Duria to give her last closing statement. Ms. Duria, are you there? Ms. Duria? Ms. Duria? Okay, waiting for Ms. Duria, I would like to invite Professor Victoria to give her last closing statement of this session. Professor Victoria, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Ms. Dia. Good morning, everyone. Once again, it's a fruitful endeavor for all of us to hear different insights and concepts that help us in the development of our economy. So with innovation and technology, we can help find solutions to the challenging needs of our society. And we can foster and promote innovation and the development of small and medium enterprises through the creation and establishment and functionalization of technology business indicators in the countryside. With this, we hope that our universities and our students and faculty can help build, create more responsive and innovative technologies, not only for today, but for the future generation. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for your last closing statement, Professor Victoria. The next closing statement, I invite Mr. Zamri to give your last closing statement. The screen is yours.
Thank you. So I think for most education, the challenge is not only to improve the skill on student by the sustainable goal diploma, but also to create the awareness. So the awareness is the most important to enhance all the effort toward the sustainable goal development. So by education, most of the sustainable goal is being can be achieved, but the challenge is about I think for educator is the term for VUCA, volatile, uncertainty, calamity, and also ambiguous to our new generation of Gen Z. So the human factor also contribute to the sustainable goal development. So in order to arise the achievement by also not only by the world, also by the each government. So in order, like Malaysian, I think in 5 years there's been changed the government, also affect the education policy. So keep changing the policy by government also. I think mostly our institution education try to commit by each the government policy, but changing to much more changing in the short term of the education also affect the strategy of development. By right now, we are trying to proceed what the policy in each government that been present in our in Malaysia, but also the changing also in our world. Okay, the crisis in Russia and Ukraine, and also the changing policy in United States of America also affect the policy in our sustainable development. So that is one of the challenge in guiding to the government and awareness of all the to achieve the sustainable goal development. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your last closing statement, Mr. Zamri. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our agenda. Once more, I inform that the attendance form, you can find the link on your chat box. Yeah, you can complete the information to get the participant certificate. And once more, tomorrow we are going to still have once more agenda for there will be keynote speaker and also 2 plenary speakers. The topic is related to the soil biodiversity, economic, and also education. So we are greatly invite you to still join for the second day, because there will be more fruitful information and open collaboration to your university. So, ladies and gentlemen, there will be a parallel session after this. You are also invited to join the parallel session throughout the breakout room. Yeah, I invite to all the parallel session presenters. You may join to the breakout room based on the schedule. And to all the participants who want to join the breakout room, we are also welcome. Thank you very much. I am Diah Nur Hidayati, and see you for the next conference. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Ms. Dia.
We are going to have a break, 30 minutes, and after that we continue our parallel session. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to the organizing committee. Thank you, Ms. Dia.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Sesuai.
Thank you.
Okay, so all to the parallel session presenter, I invite you to go to the breakout room right now to prepare your presentation.
What comes to your mind hearing the word champion? Winner? Success? Or excellence? Being a champion must accomplish many things. Set a goal. Make a timetable. Keep practicing. and choose high-quality educational institutions, producing a champion. Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta is a champion campus. Kampusnya generasi juara. Our dream to contribute to the nation carries the values of three ciri, three characteristics consisting of pioneering, patriotism, and independence. Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta, often called as UTP Surakarta, has three campuses. The first campus is the main building for administrative and public services and the Faculty of Agriculture. The second campus houses the Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, and Faculty of Economics and Business. To support the learning process, we also have a library and laboratories with various facilities. With the international standards, the sports and art building of Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta was chosen as one of the venues for 11th ASEAN Para Games 2022. The third campus serves as a venue for student practice lectures and a hub for non-lecture activities. There are 4 faculties and 13 study programs. Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Agriculture, Faculty of Economics and Business, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education. Diploma 3 of Aircraft Maintenance Technology and Diploma of Applied Smart City Information Systems are vocational programs under the Faculty of Engineering. And postgraduate program in physical education. Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta also provides a forum for students to channel their interests and talents through various student activity units. The generations of Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta champions has been proven by many achievements in sports, engineering, economics, and business as well as agriculture. To promote Merdeka Belajar Kampus Merdeka, the Independent Campus Freedom to Learn program, Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta has collaborated with more than 50 national and international partners in education, government, private sector, and organization. Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta has produced many outstanding graduates who have proven to be the champion generation throughout Indonesia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Winarti, Rektor UTP Surakarta. UTP sebagai salah satu institusi pendidikan dengan tagline Kampus Juara, senantiasa aktif mendorong mahasiswa untuk mengikuti kejuaraan di tingkat nasional maupun internasional. Hal ini telah dibuktikan dengan memenangkan berbagai kejuaraan, baik di bidang olahraga, teknik, ekonomi dan bisnis, serta pertanian. UTP memiliki slogan Program Belajar Tepat Waktu. Program ini bertujuan untuk memotivasi mahasiswa agar dapat menyelesaikan kuliah tepat waktu di bawah bimbingan para dosen yang handal dan berpengalaman, serta dilengkapi dengan sarana prasarana akademik yang memadai. Kami persiapkan lulusan yang kompeten, kompetitif, dan berkarakter sebagai tunas-tunas pembangunan bangsa. Jadilah generasi juara bersama UTP Surakarta. UTP Juara.
The Spirit of Java describes how Solo has evolved into a dynamic city that is forward-thinking in all fields, including education. As one of the best private universities in Solo, Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta has a commitment to educate the nation as well as to develop champions' education and character. Have you ever imagined yourself as a future champion? Be a champion with Universitas Tunas Pembangunan Surakarta.